Do you know how to remove color cast in Photoshop using algorithm in just few seconds? Do you know how to turn any brush into an eraser? If you don't know, then this tutorial is for you. In this tutorial, I will share some tips and tricks in Photoshop that will make your life more easier. So let's get started. In the first tricks, I'll show you how to remove the color cast in Photoshop using algorithm. Look at the picture. It looks more yellowish and greenish type color on his skin. So I have to remove this. Create a curves adjustment layer and let's put it there. I think this is fine. That's good. I think everything is okay now. Okay, and now if I click auto, look at this. It's just a little work it did, but not a great one or not the result what we want. So press Ctrl and Z to undo and press and hold Alt, and now click on the auto and look at this. A new tab is opened, auto color correction option, and here you find all the algorithms that will help you to remove the color cast in Photoshop. For this, now we have to select find dark and light colors. Just click on this and look at this. It's already done a great job and the color cast is almost gone. But to get the accurate result, just enable this option, snap neutral midtones. Just enable this and look at the result. And you can also save it as default. Let's save it as default and now press OK. And now let's see the before and after. This is the before, the yellowish and greenish color, and this is after. It looks great. Let's delete it, and we have saved that setting as default. So go back to curves, and if you now select on the auto, the Photoshop will remove the color cast automatically by pressing auto. Let's see the before and after again. This is the before and this is after. So by this method, now you can remove color cast by just clicking once. Just a one click on your curve adjustment layer and the color cast gone. And now let's jump into the second tricks. The second tricks is about the eyedropper tool. At first, select the eyedropper tool. We all know the eyedropper tool is used to select the color from anywhere in Photoshop. Just like this, you can select and drag and look at this foreground color. The color is changing. But through this eyedropper tool, you can also select color from other apps, from whatever you want. And this technique will help you to color grade, to create a gradient. Let's minimize the Photoshop app. I think, yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, if you click on the Photoshop will select the color. Look at this, the eyedropper tool is working inside the Photoshop. When I am coming into another apps, the eyedropper tool is gone. Look at this, gone. To select the color from anywhere from another apps, just click the eyedropper tool inside the Photoshop and then drag, just like this, and look at this. And look at the foreground color. It is changing according to the eyedropper tool. It's like this. I am selecting this orange color and release it, and then go back to the Photoshop. Look at this. The foreground color, it changed, and now you can create gradient or also paint whatever you want. So this technique is really helpful to create gradient, to color grading, and in designing purpose. Let's jump into the third technique. Photoshop 2020 has offered some great stuff. In Photoshop 2020, you can zoom any components on the basis of layer. Like look at this layer, you can't see the exact components of this layer. But if you press and hold Alt and click on this thumbnail, then Photoshop will zoom and help you to see the components of that layer. Let's see again, go back to the normal and press and hold Alt and click on the layer thumbnails. just like this, Photoshop will zoom in on the layer basis. And this technique will help you to find anything, find any small components of a layer. And in the fourth technique, I will show you another great stuff of Photoshop 2020. Maybe you know the background removing option of Photoshop 2020. This is a great stuff, and you will find this in the properties panel. And if you don't find it, just make sure you have unlocked the layer and look at this, the remove background option is visible now. And by clicking on this, Photoshop will remove the background by AI. And I just want to remove this background, so I'm clicking on this remove background option. Look at this, the background is gone. Photoshop has done a great job here, but this is not the tricks or tips I am gonna share with you. So it looks good in the naked eye, but if I put a solid background behind the subject, let's see how good it is. And I'm choosing a white background. And now let's zoom in and look at the edges. It's not as good as we want. We can see some black fringes. The edges are not good. When I remove these fringes, it's really easy. Just click on the mask and then go to filter, then other, and select minimum. And reduce the radius all the way down and increase it gradually. And look at the edges. The fringes are gone. I think for this image it's good. And select a roundness in case of portrait, and squareness should be used in structural buildings, I think. So I'm selecting roundness here. Look at this, the fringes are gone. It's done. Let's see. This was the before and this is after. It's really good. And now the final tricks I'm gonna share with. For this I am opening a new document. I'll show you how to turn a brush into eraser. Maybe you think, why should I use brush as eraser when I have an eraser tool? But when we use strokes brush or create a smoke using the brush or clouds, these kind of things you don't want to erase with the eraser tool, because the shapes of the erasers are not same. Let's give an example. Like I'm choosing this kind of brush. Let's paint, create a new layer and paint like this. I'm showing just an example. Like if you click or select the eraser tool and just paint, look at this. It's not same. It's not the result what we want. We want to remove just as like a brush. So let's go back and now select the brush again, and now press and hold tilde button on keyboard, the wave like button. In my case it is on the top left, so press and hold tilde button and just like this. Look at this, look at the result. It gives you a same kind of effect as like a brush. So it's easier to create a smoke effect and clouds or some painting, strokes. This thing will help you a lot. I hope this video will help you to use Photoshop, and if you like this video, hit the like button, leave your comments and don't forget to subscribe. You can also support me on Patreon, link is on the description.